Good evening, everybody. Who's ever out there? Is anybody out there? I don't know. Anybody? I'm talking to myself again. Oh, we got 3 people, 4 people. Join us in the chat. How's it going? Welcome to this impromptu Star Trek Day anniversary stream. Mm-hmm. All right. There's the Paramount Television thing. Oh boy, how's everybody doing out there this lovely Wednesday evening? Before we start, I did manage to go out and grab a little something for myself. Just I needed these. There you go. There you go. Ah, that new Puma smell. Ah, sweet. Ah. They do actually smell really good. For now, at least. Until my big stinky feet go in them. So that's the other big thing that happened today. So no Pope Yes chicken tonight. So yeah, no Pope Yes chicken. So I don't know if we're here to celebrate Star Trek or mourn the loss of Star Trek. That's where we are. Star Trek is one of those things. Yes, people made fun of me for liking it when I was younger. I always loved Star Trek since I was a very young age. Always watched Star Trek. I remember Saturday afternoons when I was a wee lad in my grandfather's house watching the original series on Channel 11, WPIX Channel 11 out of New York. One of the first episodes I remember was Arena. And I remember Captain Kirk dropping the mortar round into the tube, launching it at the Gorn. Pardon. And Star Trek's always kind of been there. You know, I remember the movie came out. I was excited when the motion picture came out. And then Wrath of Khan came out. And I remember seeing on Entertainment Tonight, there were actually 2 endings shot for Wrath of Khan. And I need to ask Robert Meyer Burnett this because he probably knows a lot more about this than I do. What that original ending, I believe there's one of the endings was Khan destroys the Enterprise. And the other ending is the one we got. And they tested with audiences for Wrath. But at the same time, and I saw Doomcock's video today. And he brought up some really good points that people are celebrating this anniversary of Star Trek are the very people that are destroying it. And that's really sad if you think about it. That the very people entrusted with Star Trek are the ones that have no idea how to be stewards of it. And Star Trek is the kind of person that needs someone who loves it to be in charge of it. Star Trek is something that listen. I don't want to say it's sacred. It's at the end of the day, it's a television show, but at the same time, it takes a certain type of person that knows and loves Star Trek to be able to carefully guide it. And we don't have that. Alex Kurtzman, said, well, I must know something. I work in television. Well, you really don't know anything, do you? Yeah. You know what? Actually, I just found this. If anyone had to ask me, like I said, my favorite Star Trek movie is The Wrath of Khan. Because that is the most Star Trek show. It feels the most like the original series. There's a great line, actually, from it. There's a man out there I haven't seen in 15 years trying to kill me. You show me a son that would gladly help him. Ask how I feel. I feel old, worn out. It's very much about rebirth and, and loss and death and rebirth, and runs the gamut of human emotions. And there's a great line actually in the next movie, Star Trek 3: The Search for Spock, where they're watching the Enterprise burn up when it enters the Genesis atmosphere. My God, Bones, what have I done? You did what you always do. You did what you had to do, what you always do. Turn death into a fighting chance to live. And that's at the core what James T. Kirk is about. But at the same time, it's like I said, Star Trek's in a very weird place. Star Trek is in one of those places where that it survived for 55 years, and I'm not saying it's on the verge of dying, but and I hate using this term, it's on the verge of irrelevance. Star Trek is becoming just another action series for the pew pew and whatever, shallow characters, meaningless drivel, sonar in space. The fact that Star Trek has become this is quite saddening. Because there was always one thing that Star Trek didn't do. It never talked down to its audience. Star Trek was always intelligent. Gene Roddenberry said, remember, there's life, there's intelligent life on the other side of the camera. And Fred Gurka, actually, he brings up a very good point. J.J. Abrams, Paramount needed a major action franchise, and they thought Star Trek could do it. But Star Trek isn't an action franchise. Star Trek is a way to tell stories. It's an allegorical story format. J.J. Abrams said it was too philosophical for him. I'm like, what? And the fact that you have people that don't get it. Listen, if you hate something, the contempt is gonna show right through it. And the whole thing about, and Morbid Fury's right. They used it because it was a household name. Even my mom knew Star Trek. Star Trek. Oh, Mr. Spock, Captain Kirk. In fact, my mom actually said, William Shatner. Oh, that William Shatner was so handsome. But the other problem is, though, we have a generation of storytellers now that don't know jack about story. They think it's just throw a bunch of crap out there. Like I said, if you ever watch Red Letter Media, those guys hit the nail on the head. They figured out that dumb sells. And they sit there and they write this gobbledygook, as Robert Meyer Burnett would say. They look at each other and they pat each other on the back like, yeah, that's good. And the fact that they actually believe what they're saying. Let me adjust my mic here a little. Let's see. Yeah, I just touched the mic cable and that disrupted the flow. So sorry if that shows I'd been disconnected. It's a niche audience that loves Star Trek. Smart people. Bad reboot. Star Trek is for dummies. That's right. They figured out the dumb cells. Excuse me. Actually, you know what? The other thing too is that one of the things they just announced today that Star Trek Prodigy, and I'm curious to find out what happens with the Star Trek Prodigy thing, because this is probably the series that is going to, I don't want to say make or break, but we see which way the pendulum swings. And I keep saying about how Star Trek it never talked down to its audience. It wasn't for kids. It wasn't necessarily for kids. It wasn't necessarily for adults. It was for everybody. Everybody could watch it. Young, old, black, white, whatever. But the fact now that they are doing all this stuff with the, dropping the F-bomb and people getting their eyes gouged out, and they are now admitting that these shows aren't for kids. Because now, well, we have to, I mean, and again, these are people that just don't get it. Oh, well, we have to have a specially designed show for kids. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. Everybody could have watched Star Trek. TNG, anybody could have grasped that. These are stories about right and wrong. And I can't stand this whole morally ambiguous nonsense that they keep pushing. Oh, you don't know who the good guys are. You don't know who the bad guys are. The bad guys might be good. The good guys might be bad. Oh, Starfleet is naughty. But now it's degenerated. It really has. And I want you to take a look at this. I mean, this is just the fact that I keep saying that word. I mean, take a look at that. I mean, this, apart from the uniform, would there be anything identifiable as Star Trek with that? No. These look like Fortnite skins. Star Trek franchise celebrated 55, bully going nowhere. Actually, it's going nowhere. That's the big problem. No one has gone before with 3-hour live presentation. Yeah, and they aren't drawing flies from what I heard to that live presentation. Strange New World, Season 2 of Pickard. It's not Picard, it's Pickard. Season 4 of this STD. The animated series Prodigy, premiering later this year, and lowered standards. Currently streaming its second season. Along with the retrospective past looks at Trek from series actors of color who started series actors of color. How about just series actors? The Star Trek Day event also featured first looks trailer, major announcements of the ongoing series. Story will regularly update, presentation unfolds. Prodigy. Cast and creators of the first Trek show aimed specifically for younger audiences. That show will premiere on Thursday, October 28th with a 1-hour episode. Kate Mulgrew, who plays the holographic version of Star Trek Voyager character, What, you don't know her name? Is that what it is? Introduced the official trailer for the show. The series follows a crew of young aliens who stumble upon an experimental Federation ship, the USS Protostar, but they've never heard of Starfleet or the Federation. That seems unlikely. It's up to Janeway's hologram to teach them how to use the ship to navigate the cosmos, while the villains, the Diviner, John Noble, and Dreadnought, oh god, these names, Jimmy Simpson, pursue the ship for their own nefarious ends. Prodigy's voice cast also includes Brett Gray, Ella Purnell. This is how bad it sounds. I'm getting bored. Putting me to sleep. Riley, Eliza, Zarakari, D. Bradley, and Murph, and Jason, and nobody cares. You can also watch. I mean, like I said, it just looks cheap. It looks cheap. It is cheap. And I don't care if I get copyright claimed on this. But the whole thing about this is you need a Star Trek show specifically aimed at kids. Star Trek was always for kids. It was for kids. It was for adults. It was for old people, young people, moderately aged people. And the other thing Star Trek never did is it never insulted its audience. To me, this is going to be insulting. First of all, the Federation would abandon a ship out in the middle of the galaxy. That would never happen. They would scuttle the ship. They would destroy the ship. We saw that happen in Star Trek 3. Captain James T. Kirk. Initiate self-destruct plan protocol. 0, 1, 2, 3, 7, 4, 8, 9. Mark. Captain Montgomery Scott. Initiate self-destruct protocol. 0.23879. Mark. And this is Captain Lieutenant Pavel Chekhov. Initiate self-destruct protocol. 0.03278. Mark. Awaiting final sequence. 0. Captain James C. Admiral James C. Kirk. Final sequence. 0.0.0.0.1. Self-destruct initiated. And they would count down. They would never let a ship just sit like that. Destruct. Yeah, destruct. Code 1-1A 2B-3. Destruct. Final code 000. Destruct 0. Never imagine. Oh boy. Like I said, Star Trek never insulted its audience, but they were insulting me. And the other thing too is the ship. They would never leave the ship just sitting there, and they wouldn't have the input codes, the command authorization codes, to even boot up the navigation computer. They wouldn't be able to turn on a console. And let's just say, for purposes of discussion, they did manage to bypass the security protocols, get the engine started, and get the ship moving. The transponder would ping and send a signal back to Starfleet, the nearest starbase. That's correct, Stephen Botham. That is correct. We've seen that. We've seen that when Chief O'Brien, when they were pursuing the USS Phoenix, and the Cardassians were in pursuit, and the Phoenix was pursuing the Cardassians. They had the transponder code. Captain Picard, we need those codes. Transmit the codes. Transpond the codes to the Cardassian ships. We've seen it. The transponder would ping, send a signal back to Starfleet. And somebody at their starbase would say, Commodore, we've gotten a signal from the USS Protostar. It seems somebody has booted up the navigation computer and the ship is moving under its own power. Please advise. The Protostar? Oh, God. We lost contact with that a couple of months ago. Okay. Contact Starfleet Command, and they'll dispatch a recovery team. Also get a security detail on it. We're going to arrest whoever's on board. Prepare for a hostile, prepare to take over the ship. Prepare for to engage a hostile enemy. We can't let that ship fall into the wrong hands. End of show right there. Oh, but it's in the Delta Quadrant. All the more reason to destroy the ship. All the more reason to destroy the ship. Can't let that technology fall into alien hands. That is correct, Morbid Fury. Sculling the ship prevents enemies from having and using the tech against you. That is beyond obvious. Well, but like I said, Star Trek respects science back in the day when few people cared about science. See, but it didn't always get it right, but rarely got it totally wrong. That's true. It's just sad. It's just sad what's happened. And like I said, the whole thing. You said this whole thing about
how did a ship get inside here?
The more important question.
This is a new trailer. You don't. You're inept. You don't have the know-how or the wherewithal. And the other thing too is the Janeway hologram is going to tell them how to run the ship. The captain doesn't know how to do every job. That's why they have a crew.
Join us. You always wanted to see the stars.
Oh, for crying out loud. Yes, I understand this is aimed at kids, but still, it should be good. Yeah, and that's exactly what you want.
On behalf of Starfleet, welcome aboard.
No. On behalf of Starfleet, get off my ship, you pirates. Granted, in Search for Spock, they automated a large part of the ship's functions. But Scotty said there was a limitation on what they could do.
What is that?
Have you ever even flown a ship before? Oh, God. I'm losing the will to live. I am losing the will to live.
No! Does it show?
Disabling gravity.
Okay.
Again, I know it's for kids, but still, it should at least be good.
We get to go there and explore.
This ought to be good.
Yeah, lawless teens in space, kids. Lawless teens in space. Upholding Starfleet values.
It appears we are fighting now. No one shall escape.
Good God. Good God. Yeah, I know that, Sander. I know that. Actually, the 6th was my my parents' would have been my parents' I think 68th wedding anniversary. So happy anniversary to them. I believe 67th anniversary. So writers say go for emotional resonance, even if it makes absolutely no sense to do so. No, they go for. I'm not sure what they go for, but these freaking Gilmore Girls writers is what this is what you get. These freaking why Okay. You know what? I can't stand this whole thing of these ships moving in the atmosphere, moving in a planet's gravity and moving in atmosphere. They're not designed to do that. Aerodynamically and structurally, they are not designed to navigate in atmosphere or in a planet's gravity. Why do they keep insisting on that? It doesn't make sense. It would collapse under its own weight. Oh, for God's sake, there's a reason. Calm down. Calm down. Breathe. Breathe. Find your center. Find your center. There's a reason why Gene Roddenberry came up with the transporter as a plot device. It was because they knew the ship couldn't land, and they had to figure out a way for the characters to get down to the planet, whatever planet they were visiting that week. If the ship could land, there'd be no need for a transporter. That shows you how dumb Trek has gotten. Warp bubble removes the shear. Could be wrong. God.
Get me my ship. There goes our exit.
We're so dead.
Fire the pew 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 button.
Oh my God. Did he say fire the pew 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 button? Did he just...
Pew 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 button.
Yeah, he said it. He said it. Fuck this show. Fuck this show. Shove it up your ass with a red hot poker. For God's sake. Shove it all your way up your ass, Alex Kurtzman, with a red hot poker. Fire the pew 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 button. They're serious. They're serious. They're serious. They're absolutely 100% serious. Listen, like I said, I know it's a kid's show, but still, it has to be good, doesn't it? Apparently not. You don't think much of kids, do you? You really don't think don't think kids, you think kids are idiots. You really do. Brother.
Just hit them
And they said it again.
all until it goes pew pew.
Oh my God. It wasn't funny the first time. Oh my God. That's I don't get it. Thank you, Morbid. Thank you. For God's sake. Well, the fans have been telling them to fuck off, but unfortunately, he doesn't listen to the fans. Okay. Gotta be kidding me.
We got phasers, baby!
I've seen my share of wayward crews, and I can tell you this. You've got potential.
Do they? Do they have potential? God, I hope I you know what? Kate Mulgrew, cash that check in a hurry. Seriously. You know, this show was originally supposed to be on Nickelodeon. I want to know what happened. It's on Paramount Plus now. That's no, we don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, Janeway was a hard ass. Janeway. That's why I like Janeway. She's one of my favorite captains. She locked Tom Paris in the brig. Remember? Tom Paris violated direct order. And I can imagine Mikey Spock being on the bridge of the Voyager, and she would only get one warning. As soon as Mikey Spock opened her trap and contradicted and disobeyed a direct order, Janeway would say to her, "My ready room now." She would, and she would get a dressing down. And she would told her she would get one warning. You know, as a captain, I value the input of my opinions of my senior officers. I wouldn't be a good captain if I didn't listen to them. But what you did today was not only violate that trust. It was directed. She would say that it was insubordination. And Janeway would have said, if you ever disobey a direct order on my bridge again, I will not hesitate to throw you in the brig. Do you understand? You undermine my authority. She would have told her outright, you undermine my authority on this bridge. You are placing the lives of my crew in jeopardy. You know, the funny thing is, though, they lock freaking BM in the brig, but it means nothing to her. She says, I do what I want. Oh, shut up. Janeway was so much of an asshole, even her future admiral self showed up. She even talked down to herself. Yeah.
Fuck this show.
They actually said, where's the pew pew pew
What the
button?
fuck? Why?
They
You
actually
couldn't have just let it be a stupid kid show that nobody's gonna fucking watch. It's like a taunt.
Yeah, that's what it was. Where's the weapons? How about where's the weapons? How about where are the weapons? Where are the weapons? Where are the weapons?
No, the fucking pew pews up their ass. I'm so tired of it. Ugh.
Pew 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 button. Where's the pew pew button?
This is what they've done with Star Trek.
This am Star Trek now.
Like, for crying out loud.
I'm trying not to yell and scream. I really am. I'm doing my best.
For crying out loud, like, how is every single one getting worse and worse and worse?
Because they don't care. Nobody cares. That's the thing. Nobody, if you listen, no matter how many times you plant a garden, if you don't like gardening, it's not going to be the most it's going to be. It's unreal. It is unreal. Do I want ice cream?
I'm having a milkshake.
Okay, I don't think I want. I had a couple spoonfuls. I think that's enough for me. No, I'm not a big believer in self-denial. You know, sometimes you need to know when to push yourself away. Yeah, what?
Oh, 17 seconds ago.
What happened?
Here, read this one.
I'd rather. Am I going to lose my shit?
Mm-hmm.
how long are we going here? Strange New Worlds recast Uhuru, Nurse Chapel, and classic uniforms. Star Trek Day cast video. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, comicbook.com is the propaganda arm of CBS. Meet the cast of Strange New Worlds. Let me see what we got here. Hold
Yeah,
on.
they got a trailer or something.
Enterprise crew is back. Yada yada. Anson Mount. Anson Mount's a cool guy. I like him. Yeah, it's just.
I might have to stream this over on my channel, and I don't want to talk.
It's
about
just. It's just too bad. It's.
I'm so mad
Christina
about it.
Christina Chung as Lam Noonien Singh. They're going to bring Khan back.
Of course they are.
Noonien Singh. What the hell is this?
Is it just an ad or is it a trailer? Look at it.
There's a trailer. Just a second. Let me put it up. I don't care if I get copyright claim.
Well, they'll probably just claim you. Just pause it every couple of seconds and we'll talk through it.
Yeah.
Because we are criticizing and critiquing.
Who the fuck are these people?
Who the fuck is Shang-Chi?
So.
More importantly,
can you hear the audio? Can you hear the audio when you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
okay.
God, his hair.
Well, the stupid bull hair. Hold on. Okay. Well, actually, it doesn't look nearly as bad as it did in STD at the end of STD. It's learning disabled Spock. The uniforms aren't
science.
I like Ethan Peck. It's too bad he's in the shit version of Star Trek.
Mm.
No, Rebecca Romijn, as my buddy Donnie used to say about her, the future Mrs. Salvo. Una, Jace, number one. His name's Una. I wonder how far they had to go to get that name.
The grocery store.
Oh, your name's not Una, is it?
Huh?
Again, the cage was shit. Why do we?
I am so sick of the fucking cage.
The cage is terrible. It was deemed unwatchable, along with some old friends. Hold on. Oh, she's gonna be Uhura. Sia Rose Gooding as Nyota Uhura. Listen, we knew they were going to do this.
Yeah.
We knew they were going to do this. They can't leave well enough alone.
Well, I mean, they had to bring on the diversities.
And can you at least get the fucking hair right? Can you at least get the hair right, please?
No, who the fuck wanted a goddamn Captain Pike series? I didn't. Like, even like 20 years ago, and I was never sitting there thinking, oh, let's go backwards in time. It's like, no, I never wanted backwards in time shit.
She's going to be Nurse Chapel.
She's going to be Nurse Chapel. Okay, the thing about Majel Barrett is that she was very kind of tall. She would be considered fat nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
Big boned. You got this, little waif of a girl playing
right
now?
She was very, very tall, very
statuesque. Yeah.
And she was very she was very womanly. And she was, she was had this, kind of very nurturing kind of undertone to her. Like, it's Nurse Chapel, who was actually Mrs. Roddenberry. And she dyed her hair so she can get the part on the show to fool the producers. Yeah, okay. The stupid white uniforms are back.
What is with the fucking hair? What are you in goddamn Valerian or something? And I hate the white suits.
25% different. All right, that's 25% different, Majel Barrett. Oh, Dr. Mbenga. Okay, you know what? Okay, you know what? There's a character. There's a character actually from the original series I liked, and I wish I'd seen more of, but not this way.
Yeah, because now they're just using it as a diversity token. They're just grabbing all of the diverse characters that they can from
Yeah,
back then.
yeah.
Because they're like, oh, it already was diverse, wasn't it?
So you're not going to be able, and you're doing is you're setting yourself up to critic proof this show. Okay, can you at least try to make him look like the original, please? Shave the beard, please. Who? Is it Andorian?
I guess.
Lan Noonien Singh. So they're just going to let one of Khan's offspring into Starfleet.
Maybe. All right. Well, so this is before. No, this is before they discovered him out in space.
This is before Space Seed.
Yeah. So does she know she's descended from him?
I have no idea.
Do they know?
Hold on, wait. Well, let's hear that again. I gotta debigulate the thing. Let me turn it up a little bit.
I'm super excited to become a part of this amazing, diverse universe.
Oh, diverse. Yes, you had to throw that in there.
My name is Melissa Navia, and I'm super excited to announce that I will be playing Lieutenant Erica Ortegas
Stunning and brave.
on Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Oh, there's your LGBTQXYZ LMNOP representation. They're just I don't care.
It's really good to finally be able to say that.
The cast that we were able to pull together for this, it's exactly the kind of people you would have hoped you'd end up with on a high wire walk like this.
This is going to be like I said in a video on my channel a while back that they're promising. Oh yeah, no, it's going to be different. It's going to be Return to the Old Star Trek. It's going to be Return to the Old Star Trek. And then you see in Pike's right hand a phaser rifle. I doubt it's going to be different. It's really
No, it's not. It's not. It's just gonna be more pew pew fucking Star Trek because they don't understand. It's like they honestly have no idea how to make Star Trek. They don't understand it. So they have no idea how to fix what they don't understand is wrong in the first place. Ugh.
Right. Ooh. Okay. How's it even possible? Khan hadn't been found yet. And Khan took everybody into space with him. Oh, Majel Barrett. Oh, God. I loved it when Majel Barrett would show up as Luxana Troy. Oh, my God.
Oh, did you watch? How much of the Deep Space Nine stuff did you watch?
Not a lot. I fell out of it quickly. I didn't have anything against it, but I was...
We should watch it. We should watch it all. It's actually really, really good. Especially all in one shot, but there's some early episodes. There's some like really good character depth with her where she kind of opens up to Odo quite a bit about why she's so flirty and why she's so it's really there's like they're stuck in an elevator together basically. So
but the thing, she's flirty, but there's almost like a sadness to her.
That's exactly kind of where they go a little bit more with that.
Yeah, there's a sadness.
Just kind of rounds her off just a little bit more to make her more sympathetic. Because she's kind of like irritating, but then you like understand her a little bit more.
There's a sad, like there's this like she's got all this love to give, and she has no one to give it to. Mm-hmm. And I imagine her husband must have died at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she's just. I love the fact they left the live chat in Star Trek. No, oh jeez. What's up, Chef? But anyway.
Oh, can we snipe it? Go look at it.
What?
Is it on?
Let me see. Star Trek Day. Yeah, it's still on. It should be on. Hold on, let me see if it's still on. Yeah, it's still on. They're showing the the Prodigy trailer. Can I show the
this is precious. Yeah, screen share it.
screen share them?
Yeah.
Okay, can I do that?
Yeah, just like mute it or something.
Okay, well, yeah, it is muted. Hold on, let me see. Okay, hang on. I wasn't sure if that was against YouTube rules or not.
Well, we're not going to show the whole thing. We're just going to look at a clip of it to observe and for criticism purposes.
Yeah, well, like I said,
Maybe pause their trailer there.
yeah. Well, like I said,
That's awful. What are people saying?
Hot. We saw this already.
The likes and dislikes are off.
Yeah. Let me give it a dislike here. Janeway, do holograms like coffee? I imagine there's how many people are watching? 1,500 people are watching. Janice Rand is too problematic. Kirk's sexy secretary. Mud for the win. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are.
I think there's a lot of bots in the thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of marketing accounts.
Like he had a lot of money. The 150 million is going to buy him a lot of bots.
Star Trek died with Roddenberry.
That guy is correct.
Right. I'm not sitting here at 3 a.m. watching repeats of what they've already showed me. I'm off to bed. Michael Burnham, Christopher Pike. Oh, stop it. Less is more, people. No, it's not.
Actually, less Star Trek is more.
At this point. This was no Boeing accident, mean trailer. They're already doing repeats. Take all Harry Mudd and come back outside. Work them over.
Green Wilson's too old.
Yeah, it looks like they're Kate Mulgrew bullied Jerry Ryan, so she should have gotten that gig. I'm out. Enjoy chatting with you all. Okay. Prodigy looks beautifully designed and just fun.
No, it doesn't. It looks awful. It looks so generic.
Looks like leftover Fortnite skins. And pew pew button. Seriously, Star Trek never insulted its audience like that. It's like that. I'm live responding. Looks like they want to jump on the Dave Filoni animated bandwagon, which is fine as long as this story's good. If not, it will fail. How do you commit treason? Convicted, they get pardoned, release all records, crime erased, then they make you captain. It's too much to bear. Just no credibility at all.
Yep.
David Allen Hall. Well, in this Star Trek universe, they fail upward.
See, that's the thing. Like they're basically rewarding the worst people. Like Worf saved Jadzia's life and disobeyed an order and lost command for that by doing the right thing. Like you had real consequences for real things. Like you don't fucking fail upward. Michael Burnham would have been thrown out of goddamn Starfleet.
Yeah.
For disobeying a direct order, and it would have been the end of it.
Let me click to the live.
And then we would have gone around freaking following the adventures of this disgraced former Starfleet officer who got thrown out, which would have been better. Wouldn't have it?
Okay, I don't know who these two chicas are.
Kiss Ass 1 and Kiss Ass 2. These are probably
the show is literally for children, LOL. So was the original series, which I watched at age 4.
Yeah, I was watching. I saw Star Trek 4 in the theater when I was a kid. Like that's this shit is just such bullshit. I'm so goddamn tired of it. I'm so tired of
X11
bad Star Trek after bad Star Trek. Like this show shouldn't decrease in quality just because it's for kids, right? Because like I can watch Animaniacs as an adult. I can't watch Thundercats or Care Bears or My Little Fucking Pony from 1980s or Shirt Tales or like. But I still watch Land of the Lost because that was actual real good science fiction.
What this guy's saying, Robot, it's nuts. You spend a whole season focusing on Klingon war. It ends with a 5-minute whimper. Well, that's Alex Kurtzman for you, an oversimplistic solution to everything.
Yeah, because he's oversimplistic. That
That's
would make
cruise
these
and
women
trick
so
for you.
unlikable. That's another thing. It's insulting as a woman to have these characters be so goddamn unlikable. Like 7 of 9 went from this completely aspirational character to some slutty drunk who murders people. Like, it's like, what the fuck? You know, this is somebody who had perfection and then was aspiring to
All
become
right.
more perfect.
All right. I'm tuning out of this.
I hate what they've done to it. I hate what they've done to it.
Hell no. They're talking about Strange New Worlds. Okay, you want me to go back?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, well, hang on. Let me see. They're probably just going to show. Oh, yeah, they're showing the trailer for Strange New Worlds
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably had like an hour of shit and they've just been repeating it all day.
Oh, they're just there's the two chicas again.
See, a lot of those people that they have are just like Twitter accounts on conventions that they go to the conventions and they get known by the people who can promote them and get them set up with podcasts and shit. Like, oh, here, these are approved.
I don't know who this guy is.
YouTube and podcast people.
I don't know who this guy is. This girl's kind of cute though, so I don't know.
But the fat girl, you like the fat girl?
No, she's voluptuous. Who is this douchebag? Who is this?
No idea.
Eugene Cordero, Samanthan what? Oh, Samanthan. Oh, that's the guy who plays Rutherford, but he's not black. You got a guy. Oh, is he? I don't know. No, he's
he looks
Hispanic.
Asian. He looks Filipino, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he's not. But I thought we weren't supposed to have people misrepresenting a race of animated characters anymore. Shame on you. I'm gonna skip ahead here. Okay, yada yada yada. And this guy, who's this? Oh, Jerry O'Connell. That's not Riker. Yeah. Where are they? Where are they celebrating here?
I have no idea.
I have nothing against people taking a role. Okay, it's a job, it's a paycheck. Okay, I can understand that, but still, at the same time, this is terrible. There's the Rick and Morty guy that we actually were at the convention.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Have we had enough of this?
It's just kissing everybody's ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I just can't even. I can't even care to hate watch it.
It's a kid show. Isn't an excuse for making quality. Yeah. Even if it's a kid show, I still feel you should be able to pull something out of it. You know, I brought this up a while back, and the reason why Transformers and things like Transformers and G.I. Joe and other things you had actually are better than most of the crap they did today. Yeah. Okay. Listen. Yeah. All that stuff was done to push plastic to sell toys, but at the same time, you actually had real television writers who wrote for all those animated series. A lot of people hated working for animation, but a guy by the name of Ron Friedman, who actually wrote the Transformers movie and who wrote the Transformers television series and the 2 miniseries of G.I. Joe, he was a legit television writer.
JMS wrote She-Ra.
Yeah.
The guy who did Babylon 5.
There's, and writers got to get their start somewhere. And the one thing that Ron Friedman said was, yeah, you had the toys. I'm like, oh yeah, well then you need characters. Well, they said, look at the back of the G.I. Joe cards. You know, that's a character. No, that's a description of a character. That's not a character. And he said that what he did was he had some sort of central MacGuffin, and then he would break them into teams. And so they would have to interact with each other. And that's one of the things, actually, Star Trek, this modern version of Star Trek, rather than have Mikey every stand around, oh, gee, I wish Mikey Spock would get here and solve everything for us. Oh, wow, everything's so boring without Mikey Spock. You know, just figure out a way to get them to break down into separate teams and to go off on a mission and to solve a problem. They don't do that anymore.
Well, no, because they don't have characters who have specific jobs. I mean, what job does any of these do any of these people do on these ships? Hardly.
What
We barely even
is-
know.
What is Mikey Spock's job?
Well,
Can
now she's the
anybody tell me?
captain.
Before she was
I
captain?
think they always wanted to make her the captain. They just didn't know what the hell to do with her until then. And they couldn't justify making her captain and taking command then. Because I think people would have said, wait a minute, she got her fucking captain killed. She doesn't get promoted for that. You know? So I think something happened, and
She was
I don't
in
know.
front of a court martial, and at the end of the first 2 episodes, and they locked her away, and she still thought she was right. And they go out of their way to make sure she is right. Okay, well, we're closing in on an hour.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up. But I just kind of want to say something though. Without something happened today. Should I say say a quick word about that?
What happened?
About the news
My
we got?
He-Man stuff? I got my faker.
No, about the other thing that was announced, quote unquote.
The masks are back, but they didn't announce that.
No, about someone.
I don't know.
A certain guest that is going to be on a certain show.
If you want, I mean.
Well, I'll just say that whatever moral high ground certain people want to claim they have just lost.
That's fair. That's fair.
If you want to know what I'm talking about, there's a guest that was announced on a certain show that is on YouTube on Friday nights, featuring and this special guest has said that an incident where a lot of very young people lost their lives tragically was a hoax. And I'm going to be completely 100% honest here. That pisses me the hell off. Because how fucking dare you? Do you hear me? How fucking dare you? And how fucking dare you be associated with this person?
But to be fair, I called Zack Snyder Father of the Year, though.
That's why I'm saying any moral high ground.
But to be fair, and I mean, it's not like I said that Queen Elizabeth is a lizard person, and aliens from the 4th dimension are turning cows inside out for the race of vampire people in the Hollow Earth, right? To be fair, I only called Zack Snyder Father of the Year after he called everybody a bunch of white supremacists.
Well, anyway.
Fair,
like I said,
I am literally worse than the guy.
Well, like I said,
certain other thing was a hoax.
any moral high ground you claim in anything is gone. Do you understand?
I say you should debate Gary, and if he doesn't debate you, he's a little bitch boy. I say clip this and share this to him, because yeah, I kind of want to hear what the fuck they have to say about this one.
There is no fucking justification you have for having this man on your show. None. Do you hear me? And this happened right in my backyard. This incident.
And to be fair, like, he did get banned from everything because of that specifically. But also, to be fair, now they're suing the gun manufacturers. So it's like, I think...
Regardless.
Yeah, I think that you might be defending people who might... they had a shit thing happen, but, that's done.
It took him a long time, but like I said, it took him a long time to get banned. He was sued, and he lost that suit. And his defense was to try to depose Hillary Clinton. Really, as if she had anything to fucking do with this.
But she's a lizard person though, and she smells like sulfur.
Seriously, and you can
And
say
she's
to me,
sleeping
"Oh,
in
well,
a room
you
with the
can say,
creepy old woman."
you can say to me, oh, but it's just an act. He really didn't mean it. Oh well, he's just trying to be sensational. I don't care. I do not fucking care. You do not make that accusation. I don't fucking care. And you know what? Everyone who appears on that show, you're all culpable now. All of you.
A couple of years ago. Does that count?
All of you. And you know what? You've just shown your true colors, okay? You just shown who you really are. Why should anyone be associated with any of you now? You're saying I'm problematic for who I associate with? No, fuck you. Okay? Fuck all of you. You have no place. You have no ground to stand on where you can preach about morality and preach about someone who's gone over the line. None. None. Absolutely none.
But I am a woman who's smarter than them.
But hey, you want to associate with this guy? Fine. Okay? But you know what? That check's gonna come due.
I mean,
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if there's, as you say, there's consequences for your actions.
See, when Alex Jones was on with Tim Pool, that episode ended up having to be banned because they ended up going into territory that was very, very bannable and flaggable. And it broke the rules on YouTube. So, you know, did we dodge a bullet here by getting kicked out of the community? I think
we dodge a major bullet.
Because I mean, as entertained by Alex Jones as I am, and I did watch him like 5 or 6 years ago just as entertainment, and that was around the time I kind of tuned out of that stuff when before the Sandy, I can't say what it is, but before that stuff started to happen, because it just got a little kind of ridiculous, and you kind of lose interest, and it gets a little yay Ted Cruzy, and I'm like, all right,
But you know what? Listen, but you know what?
I like listening to the conspiracy stuff. I love that. That's a passion of mine.
Well, but there's a difference between harmless conspiracy theories like who created the Nazca lines and saying
that's the stuff I love. I love the Bigfoots and the ghost stuff
is
and
Bigfoot an alien?
Yeah. Like that stuff I love, right? Like that stuff I really, really love, right? But and that's why I was watching that stuff, because it's all related. Because you have, the weird, because I do like listening about why Queen Elizabeth might be a lizard person. I mean, we can't prove she's not. I don't know. But like at the same time, it's like
the harmless stuff you see on the cover of the Weekly World News. Okay,
that stuff I love.
Yeah, okay.
Fat boy, and
But when someone goes into a pizza restaurant in Virginia with an AR-15 and says, "I'm here to free the children," that's where he
did actually save some kids that were being trafficked over the border, though.
Well, they probably got lucky.
It's like I think his heart's in the right place on a lot of stuff.
No.
But he's kind of going off the deep end.
You want to talk about grift? You want to talk about grifters?
Well, he is a snake oil salesman too. I mean, the super male vitality. He's selling, iodine and essential oils and shit at like $50 a pop. So that is kind of, that's kind of like.
But like I said, you have no moral high ground to stand on anymore. That's it. That is it.
Well, do you think that they're going to
your true colors? You've shown people who you really are. That's it. End of discussion.
Do you think he's going to grill him and like Tim Pool did? Because Tim Pool, when he had him on, he actually hardballed him a little bit.
Because when they made the announcement, Jeremy Ryan Kinnell were all giddy. They were all absolutely giddy.
Oh, so they're just going to fanboy. They're going to say so much stuff to get banned.
So hard.
Because like that's one of the things I do like, and I know you don't like Tim Pool, but that's one of the things I did like about Tim Pool. Like he was getting shit for not being, for not going easier on Alex Jones, for kind of hardballing him and stuff.
No, I have no faith in any of them. I have no faith in any of them.
So that's why I have some respect for Tim Pool. He's not so. He has like the most integrity, and then Styx Hexenhammer. I really like his stuff.
But I don't want to
the most integrity I'm seeing in my little tipping my toe in the waters in the political.
Well, I don't want to go too long on this. But like I said, you have no moral high ground to stand on with anything anymore. Okay, none. You're finished. That's it. You're finished. That's it. You're done preaching. That's it. No moral high ground from. I don't want to hear shit from anybody anymore. Okay?
I think you should call out Gary to a debate. You should call out Gary to a debate.
Whatever false, disingenuous morality you claim to have is gone out the window.
So that's why you cared about it.
Shit! What you say from now on.
See, I didn't realize you were that attached to the Alex Jones stuff, because I just kind of am like, oh, okay. I was just kind of like gonna roll my eyes about it and be like, all right, whatever. Because I'm like,
this is me just getting riled up now. This is me getting riled up. But this anger is genuine, because this has been brewing for a long time.
Yeah,
this has been brewing for a long fucking time, and it's everything. It's everything. I don't give a shit. And I really don't give a shit. And I don't give a shit. I'm out of shits to give.
See, that was me a few months back. I'm like, I'm done. If this kills my channel, whatever at this point. That was when I started calling him out. I'm like, dude, you guys are so fucking hypocritical, saying you love women and you respect women, but then you fucking cancel me. So of course I'm going to say 10 times nastier. Because that's how I am. Oh, you're going to fucking overreact to this? Well, fuck you 10 times harder,
Oh, but you need to get over it. You need to get over it. You know what? No.
You're the one who doesn't have a fucking job because these guys are such pussies.
No, this is really, all you're doing is you're showing me that you're just part of the outrage machine. That's it. It's just one outrage, and now you're having the king of outrage on. And again, you could claim Alex Jones is entertaining. Oh, but he's an entertainer. No. That excuse does not fly.
Well, yeah, and then they were all angry at fucking Shang-Chi. Yeah, then they're all NPCs like angry about Shang-Chi. Or whatever, about the actor.
I don't even know. Like I said, I'm out of shits to give. That's it. And all of you who are associating him either directly or by proxy, you know what? You're all
Here's the thing. I'm not gonna begrudge anybody for viewing, the channels they want to view.
No.
We're just talking from like the inside as members of the community who were actually literally affected by this.
But you know what? But like I said, you know what? If you go on that show, you're just as guilty as Gary and Jeremy. That's it. If you go on that show,
can you really blame some random person who's like, I'm just here because I don't know any of these people, but I have a small channel and I want to get some exposure? Because like they had Gothics on, I'm pretty sure she's not Alex Jones. This is like level of crazy.
But like I said, so one gathering is guys at Friday Night Tights are having a guest on is probably Alex Jones, who made light of personal tragedy. He made light of 20 kids getting killed, being tragically gunned down.
Actual children, by the way,
and 6 teachers. And it happened not that far from. It happened like maybe like an hour down the road from me. Then again, everywhere's an hour down the road from me. Rob, that is what I've been saying since Tom thing began. I got banned from GG for it. So think. I just want to say, you guys better think long and hard. You guys better think long and hard before you have this guy on. Seriously.
Well, I mean, he's going to bring in a ton of views. They saw that Tim Pool had 100,000 people when he was watching.
But you guys better think. You guys better think a little. But they better still.
I think
Remember why they said
own
there's
stream.
consequences for their actions? For your actions? Oh, there's consequences for your actions. It's unreal. It is unfucking real. It is unfucking real. And as far as debating Gary, listen.
Well, that's why I said they were controlled opposition. Then they were actually part of the controlled opposition, and they were getting like some real insider money there, and support and backing.
Yeah,
because they feed like that kind of information to the other side to keep everybody stupid.
And not so much control opposition. They see them as being useful.
Useful idiots, yeah, useful pawn. Like they use them like the Democrats use SJWs.
You know what?
Like I'm serious. Like you know how they use the Antifas and the BLM people as their little pawns and shit.
Yeah.
That's exactly how like the Fox News and the controlled opposition uses the geeks and gamers and the nerdrotic people. And it's like how many advertisements have I done? I've done fucking 0 advertisements. I've taken no endorsements and sponsorships.
But the other thing too, but this whole thing, oh no, we're not get our politics out, get politics out of our entertainment, get politics out, oh, we hate politics. No. You like it as long as it's your politics. And your politics are now showing to be batshit crazy. Okay? You go out to Vegas, you sit in you sit in front of a wall of fucking guns, okay?
But there's lizard people under the airport, Rob. I'm sorry. I was kind of the resident skeptic on with Pete kind of questioning and kind of finding alternatives for shit. Because that's how we did our show. We didn't do it like, gee, I don't know why the moon is only facing one direction. Like some other podcasts.
If I'm going to debate, listen, if I'm going to debate, have Rob on a debate. I don't do debates, okay?
You should debate Gary.
I don't do debates. I'll discuss it with him. Okay, but it would not be on his channel, and it would not be on Friday Night Tights. It would be on a neutral party's channel. Okay, and the other thing too is, you know what? For someone said, "Oh well, we're stronger together. We're stronger together." I see a lot of broken YouTubers now in the wake of
the Exaggeration Nation. What happened to that guy? I haven't seen him hide or hair of him for 2 years now.
Egotastic Fun Time, Anti-Trekker,
Gee Lizzie, like.
I mean, there's a lot of people that just been tossed aside by this so-called community. And as I've been saying, people want to be
SC reviews. Monetized. He got remonetized on a second channel. These people were like, you should have him on. He's cool. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he has his wife do it instead. Yeah, he has his wife do it.
And like I said, nobody's gonna see this video. Nobody's gonna see this live stream. So it does, but still, I spoke.
We got 30 people watching.
What?
You got 30 people watching. I'm like, Rob's losing his shit. And I didn't know you were talking about. Well, this is when you were talking about Star Trek, and then we started talking about Alex Jones. I didn't know you hated him that much. I thought you just kind of thought of me as like a cartoon character.
It's not so much. It's not so much I hate. I personally can't stay. I think he's a grifter. Okay, but you know what? Hey, it takes one to know one, right? But at the same time, it's this whole thing. I'm like, oh, they're so out. Oh, everybody's so. It's so horrible. Oh, we can't have say these horrible things. And there you go. You have this asshole on. Really?
I am literally worse. Well, I mean, I can at least hold it on as a badge of honor. I'm literally more controversial than Alex Jones because King Man Baby won't has me blacklisted.
You know what? Like I said, that's it.
It's hilarious.
You know, like I'm worse than Alex Jones. Exposed, but like I said, that's it. You've exposed who you are. That's it. You've exposed who you are. You've exposed who you are and what you
Yeah,
believe.
that should give me a huge bump. I can use that against them because like I'm literally worse than Alex Jones. It's like I'm more controversial than Alex Jones. And they only want him because he's gonna bring in the fucking super chats.
You
It's
know,
like
something
seriously, thank you for giving me this angle that you're that afraid of what I have to say. Because you know you're giant fucking man babies, which we all know. You're that afraid of what I have to say. Even when I'm defending them, right?
I need a beer. I don't have any beer. But like I said, you know, like I said, you've exposed who you are, though. You've exposed who you are. You've exposed your politics. You've exposed what you believe. And it's maddening. It's absolutely maddening. It really is. It's absolutely maddening. You've lost whatever moral high ground you might have had, which was very shaky to begin with. And I can tell you this much. Like I said, you know, preach, there's consequences for your actions. Hey, you know what? Jeremy doesn't have any. They don't have any advertisers. It's all super chats, and God knows where those are coming from.
Somebody said it was money laundering. I'm like, that you can't prove that.
You never know. Stranger things have happened. You can't prove that. No, you can't prove that. But still. All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. I need to come down from all this. But don't be surprised if I appear on Sam Cedar or David Pakman show, and they ask me, "Tell me about the Fandom Menace." And I blow the lid off of every one of those motherfuckers. Because, like I said, you know, their moral high ground was very tenuous to begin with. You trot out minorities and women, use them as shields. You claim to be so inclusive, and then you exclude people. And now this.
I can't help but laugh. I'm sorry.
Why? Why are you
It's
laughing?
just so fucking ridiculous, you know? It's just so ridiculous. I'm gonna live stream or something. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, well, we'll do that.
I don't know. Should I do a quick topic stream and talk about this Star Trek
why
shit?
not?
I was gonna do a cooking stream, but I just don't have it in me.
Seems like a strange guest to have on for those channels. They adore him.
Political
Like I said.
lightning rod, right? You would think that I thought they were geek channels talking about Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones.
No. They want to be Crowder. They want to be Tim Pool. They want to be Joe Rogan. That's what they want to be.
It's like I'd rather be like I'd honestly rather be the next Angry Joe. Like I'd rather seriously because you know like those are the channels I always liked, you know, and I can gravitate back. Like I have channels that like one of my all-time favorite YouTubers is a big fan of mine. And this is somebody completely outside the Fandom Menace, somebody completely like from the other side of the aisle, you know, somebody from the, you know, olden days of YouTube, somebody from the blip video era. And like it just I'm going in that direction. I'm going back that way because like seriously, the channels that I watched and I came out of were all of like you know the gaming, like the Total Biscuit, Jesse Cox, the Channelosemy stuff, Angry Video Game Nerd, Pat the NES Punk era, like that stuff. That's the direction I'm going back towards because like I do like making fun of the fucking SJW-y things sometimes.
Well,
but there's a good way to look at it that isn't just right. I'm a right winger or something, and
well,
that's
listen. What we do here is supposed to be fun. Yeah, okay. You know what? We get a little excited. We get animated. You know, we might disagree, but it's all supposed to be fun. You know, but this is just not fun. This, someone like what could this guy possibly contribute to this arena? I don't get it. You're just having him there to build your
the brand,
street cred, and to build your brand,
or to get his channel banned. I mean, either or.
And you're asking for trouble. But you know what? Hey, go right ahead. Be my guest. Just don't be surprised if people start if the shit is the fan. People say, "I told you so." Okay, and that's all I got to say about that. All right, everybody, that's it. Mecca is going to be streaming in a little while.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing though. What do you want to do? What is any suggestions?
I just had to do that. Sorry. I have no idea. You there?
Yeah. Do you want to play some Animal Shooty?
Maybe. I don't know. I gotta come down after this.
Yeah, I got to second place. I didn't tell you I got to second place. So I kind of want to play some more Animal Shooty. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Now, before we close out, anyone who's thinking about being on Friday Night Tights this weekend,
I will.
Just consider the ramifications of that decision of being on a show with that man. Okay, I know you might be excited. He's a big internet celebrity, but there's a lot of baggage that also goes with it. Okay, everybody. Looks like we got out just in time.
I'm putting worse than Alex Jones in my bio. So worse than Alex Jones or scarier? Or Friday Night Tights are more scared of me than Alex Jones.
Oh, I'm not gonna watch it.
No.
But like I said,
what do you think? Worse than Alex Jones?
I got better things to do. But still,
yeah, I don't watch him anyway.
It just irks the hell out of me. It really does. It irks the absolute hell out of me. And as I keep saying, you've lost any moral high ground now. I don't care. Justify it any which way you want. It's gone. Whatever moral high ground you had to stand on is gone. All right, everybody. That's it. We're gonna end the broadcast here, and we will check you out next time. Go check Mecca's channel for a stream, and we will see you next time.